ChatterPix Kids, and that is the app that you can see in the bottom right hand corner of my screen. So let's go ahead and open that up. So this is the intro that you see. You're going to hear a lot of noise on the students' iPads if their volume is turned all the way up. It says Duck Duck Moose, welcome to ChatterPix. Now when this screen opens up, this is a great screen to go ahead and talk to your students about, maybe even model it for them before they use it. You can see that we've got the take a photo button, the red gallery button. The top right corner, this is an information button, and the bottom right hand corner, that's just a button to show us a little intro video. So before I even give the students this app for the very first time, I go through this screen and I go ahead and tell them that they should not touch any other button on the screen other than the big yellow button that says take a photo. So this is where they're going to begin. So once we begin, we click on that button, you can see that I can take a video or take a picture. So you can take a picture of something that is around the room, or if you've already taken that photo, and for example, let's say you've gotten this photo from another app, you can click down in the bottom left-hand corner to see the pictures that are available to us. So I'm going to go ahead and click on a picture I've already taken, and I've already taken a picture of this Arthur book for a book review, or a book summary, I think is what we were doing. So you go ahead and put your picture here. Notice how I can move it up and down to wherever it fits perfectly. So I'm going to put my picture there. Now, as this is really meant for those younger grades and those younger students, because if you look at the screen without even knowing what's next, you can see there's one thing on the screen popping out at you, and that's the yellow next button at the very top right hand corner. It's flashing at you, telling you this is what you need to click on. We need to go to the next screen. So even if students don't, even for those kindergarten students that don't know the word next, they know to click this button. So once we click this button, I want you to notice my screen. Just watch it closely. Okay, did you see that? The finger is telling us that we need to use one finger and we need to draw a line across our screen. This line is for our mouth, and this line can be drawn anywhere on our screen. You just take one finger and you can draw the mouth. One thing to emphasize here is where's the correct place for your mouth? This is a book review of Arthur's Mystery Babysitter. So I could either make his sister talk and draw the mouth over her mouth that she already has. So I can draw her. You can see sometimes it takes a couple times. Whoops. There we go. So I could draw the mouth there over her mouth and let her tell this book review, or I could give Arthur the mouth. And you can see that is where my mouth will be, and he can give us the book review. It's very important to emphasize where is the mouth supposed to be, where would it make sense. Not to draw it all the way across the whole page or up and down and make it vertical, where a mouth already is or where it would be appropriate if there is no mouth. Now again, you can see that this is meant for students who, even if you don't know what to do next, you've got a button flashing on the screen for you, telling you to click. This is going to be 30 seconds for you to record your voice. When we click it, it will count down for you, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds to record. So you can, especially for this as an example, you're doing a book review or a book summary or stating the problem and then the solution to that problem of that story. There's a lot of different things you can do, and this is just an example with a book review. For kindergartners, you can walk around the room and let them talk. Let them take a picture of the cabinet or a shape. A good thing we did a couple weeks ago is we took pictures of shapes around the room. We took a picture of for example, we did a square. And then the students had to take a picture of the square. They made the square talk, and the square would say, I am a square. I have 4 sides. You can even go into what color is the square. Different things like that. So this is the screen you get when you're done. You can either test it out and make sure that it works, push the green play button, and you can see there's our mouth. If the students push the play button and they don't like maybe what they said, they need to re-record. That's when you click the red record button if you need to re-record. One thing I emphasize to students here is notice that in the top left corner the back button is not colored. It's blue. They don't want students to notice that button. If you push that button, it's going to take you back to the very beginning where they have to select the picture again, and their audio is not saved at that point. So always avoid that button, and looking in the top right corner, we click the yellow next button again. Now, this screen you can either completely bypass, or you can give students some time here. They can select different filters. We've got some stickers to add in, different frames, and even some text. And again, I mean, you can bypass this screen. It doesn't matter. Students could spend quite a bit of time here, and sometimes they put so much on there, you can't see what they took a picture of. So maybe sometimes I limit, especially for kindergarten, I usually limit them and say, you get 1 sticker, or you get 2 stickers, or we're only doing filters today, or no frames, or give them some sort of direction. When they're ready, you click next. And this is when I emphasize the top right corner is now a yellow button that says gallery. Don't ever click that button, because if you do, it is possible that your video could have gotten deleted. So at this point, you're going to want them to pause and wait for you and wait for further instructions. When their videos are ready, this is when they can push play and go ahead and look at their creation. But what they want to do when they're done is to click the save button in the bottom right corner, and you can see it says it's exporting to the camera roll. It sometimes takes just a couple minutes. It shouldn't really take more than a minute or two. And when it's done, it will say complete. And so that's all that you really need to know about using ChatterPix. And I'm going to wait and see if that screen can pop up for us so that we can see it. And see, sometimes it can take a little bit longer. There we go, it says export is complete. So it went to our camera roll, and I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. So we go back to our home screen. We're going to go to our photos. You can see here's the videos that I have made. I've done a couple of these lately. So here's our video. Then from here is when they can share it and send it to you. They can use email, we're not going to use Facebook, they can use Google Drive. They've got these other options if you've got other apps.